Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
61, match fight.
Now a play fake. Manning. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds opening.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Big hold of the 30. This is Johnson. He's got it. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Prescott. This goes to Barber, the running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, Be aware, ball may come your way.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. First down, Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Third and long for Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 34. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So after the INT, it's Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation that his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Manning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play and a half here. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6, Winston steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Two draw Corkers. Two.
Now Saquon Barkley. A little juke. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run for it with Barkley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 24 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Reuben Foster getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reuben Foster, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw is Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season. Play action now, Winston. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. The extra point up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Manning going to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Winston. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second down and goal. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Barber. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards.
To get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Off the play fake, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play. Winston to Evans, 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but and now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to
notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that ways to get better.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Winston now. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them.